struggling with memory? Does it drive you crazy and make your life miserable and frustrating? Maybe you walk into a room and can't remember why you went there. Or you try to remember someone's name and just draw a blank. Or you're forever hunting for your keys or your purse or your reading glasses. Some of the ways that you used to remember things aren't working for you anymore. But that doesn't mean that your ability to remember is gone. You can learn new ways to remember things. It's called memory compensation. It's a set of skills you can practice and master. And as you do, you may be surprised how much better you can start remembering things again. Hi, I'm Tony Deering of GoCogno.com, the website for people with mild cognitive impairment. In this series of 3 videos, I'm going to show you new ways to deal with some of the most common memory problems faced by people with cognitive impairment. Losing, misplacing objects, not being able to remember names, or forgetting something you plan to do in the future. The techniques that you'll see here were pioneered by the people at Baycrest in Toronto, where they run this amazing world-class program for people with mild cognitive impairment. Think of these tactics as eyeglasses for the brain. Glasses don't fix your eyes, but when you put them on, your vision improves and everything else becomes a lot easier because you can see again. This is the same idea, but for your brain, taking fuzzy memories and helping make them sharper again. Once you start using these basic techniques, if you find that they work for you, there is so much more you can learn from the Baycrest memory methods, which are explained in their book, Living with Mild Cognitive Impairment. But for now, let's get you started. And we'll begin with the toothbrush trick. If you're watching this video at home, or if you were at home, if you had to, could you find your toothbrush right now? I'll bet you could. You might misplace your wallet or your cell phone and be forever hunting for them. But you can always find your toothbrush, can't you? There's a reason for that. Actually, a whole set of reasons. And when you understand what they are, that becomes the answer for any object you might frequently misplace, whether it's your glasses or your car keys or anything else. Treat it like your toothbrush. Now, of course, I'm not suggesting that you brush your teeth with your wallet, but Baycrest does suggest this one simple rule: a place for everything and everything in its place. If there's something that you are continually misplacing, the way to fix that is by finding a logical place to keep that item. And then once you choose that place, make it a habit to consistently and deliberately place it there and only there when you put it down. That's what you've been trained to do with your toothbrush, and that's why you can always find it, even when you're continually hunting for everything else. Think about it. We keep our toothbrush in a logical place, the bathroom, and in a place in the bathroom where we can usually see it. You can do exactly the same thing with your purse or your reading glasses or your phone. You just have to be intentional about it. So think of something that you're continually misplacing and identify a logical, consistent place to keep it. It might be a hook by the door where you always hang your car keys. It might be a basket on the kitchen counter where you always put your wallet. Here are a few tips from Baycrest. Make it a place that's logical for that particular item. So for instance, don't keep your keys in a fruit bowl. Make it visible. And keep similar things together, such as putting your stamps in the same drawer that you put your envelopes. And here is the most important rule of all. Whatever the object is, make a consistent practice of putting it in one place anytime you put it down. The single biggest reason we lose objects is because we're not paying attention to where we put it. Now that doesn't mean that you're never going to lose anything again, or that you have to apply the toothbrush trick to every object you own. But if there are one or two or three things that you misplace all the time and it's driving you crazy, you can apply these things to that object or a few objects and have a lot less aggravation in your life. Now, it does take practice, and that is true of all the techniques that you're going to learn in this video series. If you practice them, you'll get better at them. The other thing that Baycrest really encourages you to do is take each of these techniques and make it your own. Put your own personal twist on it. So say, for instance, your grandchild has made you a clay coffee mug as a school project, and maybe you put that on the table next to the sofa, and that's where you keep your reading glasses. So this is one tactic for one common problem experienced by people with MCI. In the next two videos, you'll learn some other completely new tactics that can help if you're having trouble with remembering names or not being able to remember to do something you need to do in the future. These tips are all part of a broader memory compensation system developed at Baycrest. This system has helped thousands of people with MCI for well over a decade. And the whole Baycrest approach to memory compensation is available in this book they published called Living with Mild Cognitive Impairment. In the final chapter of the book, chapter 15, they walk you through everything you need to improve your daily memory skills and your ability to solve memory problems. I'm including a link below. To be clear, I received no commission or any financial compensation for recommending this book. The reason that I recommend it is just because I believe in it and I have seen how well it works. And of course, this book isn't just about memory compensation. It's the definitive book on MCI. I invite you to check it out if you're interested. And at the very least, I invite you to use this technique that you've learned today. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, which you can watch by clicking up here. And until then, as always, be kind to your mind.